We are following the federal appeals court unanimous decision that former President Trump is not immune from prosecution in the federal election interference case. CBS News campaign reporter Katrina Kaufman joins us now. She is also an attorney. Katrina, what does this ruling mean for former President Trump's legal fight?
Hi, Nicole. This means that there's a much greater chance now that the D.C. election interference case is going to move forward. President Trump does have an opportunity to appeal to the Supreme Court by February 12th, which is Monday, and he has made a statement that he plans to do that. But this panel of judges in the appeals court ruling against his claim that he had absolute immunity is a very, very good decision for Jack Smith and a very good sign for this D.C. election interference case.
I mean, you say that it's a good decision for the special counsel. I mean, these judges were pretty strong in their opinion. They said any executive immunity that may have protected him while he served as president no longer protects against this prosecution. They also said that they can't accept former President Trump's claim that a president has unbounded authority. So in terms of an appeal, if and when the former president files it, does it stand a chance?
Only the Supreme Court knows the answer to that, but I do think that this was a very strong opinion. It was unanimous, it was clear, it was decisive, and they really talked about weighing the public interest against allowing a president to have free reign to do whatever he wants while in office. And a president, cannot violate the law, even though they are running the country. They really made this clear in this opinion.
And so how does this opinion impact some of the former president's other cases?
The truth is this primarily impacts the D.C. case. That's Jack Smith's election interference case, but presidential immunity could have been an important argument for President Trump in Georgia as well. And while they're in different circuits, so the D.C. opinion isn't binding in Georgia, it is very persuasive authority for that case as well. In terms of the other cases, it really doesn't make an impact on them, but this is a big blow to Trump still.
And so what does this ultimately mean as far as the campaign and the potential political impact?
Every time President Trump or former President Trump deals with these legal battles, we tend to see an uptick in his poll numbers. He uses this as a fundraising point. He has already sent out a fundraising email earlier today. We'll really have to see how this affects his campaign and his numbers, but that's what we've seen so far. Maybe all of these denials of his appeals, of his arguments will start to impact independent voters or maybe even begin to impact the thinking of his base, but so far we haven't seen that change as much.
All right, Katrina Kaufman, thank you so much for your reporting.